Hello everyone! I thought it's time for a little bit different kind of vlogging. Sorry, this room doesn't make much of a vlogging background. Mangoes and beer is the best I can do for background here. I wanted to talk a bit about my experiences in China with the healthcare system and the drugstores. This country is still developing. It has one of the highest income. Found sources with like the third highest BPA in the world. When you're here in the streets, you realize there's a really big inequality of income. So especially the older people have a hard time here. I think you see many people selling on the streets, just sitting somewhere with all these, we call it Ramsch in German, like things nobody needs, kites and little umbrella hats. And you can see that a lot of people don't have a good life here in China, even though some of the richest people in the world are in this country. But the inequality you can see in all kinds of situations. For example, you can see it in the hospital and in the healthcare system. The hospital here is quite cheap. So we went there because I had problems with the stomach. I think we paid around $100 in total, which is still a lot. The system is really bad. Everybody is annoyed. I don't have to start about standing in line in China, which makes me crazy. You know, you go there, they don't speak English. I had a translator, so it was easy.
From one building, now they kick us to another building. What the fuck?
Imagine you're a foreigner and you try to find a way to the doctor. It's really hard. They have 5 different receptions in the morning. You have to stand in line and get a paper that for reception fee so you can go see a doctor. They give you everything on papers, like this, like this, like this. And then you have to give your paper. They put you in the number system, and at one point it's gonna show your number and your name, and you go into the room. You go up, see the doctor, they give you a new paper, you have to go down, pay it before you can do the next thing. Depending what you want to do, the payment is a different floor. You carry your own samples to the laboratory everywhere. If you have a blood sample, they send you through the whole hospital to find the place. And imagine you're a sick person, you're really feeling really bad, and you have to go through all this misery.
Wrong place.
It actually reminds me of a house from an Asterix and Obelix movie. I don't know if you know them. It's a really popular children movie. I think it's Asterix against Rome or against Caesar, and they have to complete tasks, and in one task they go into a house and they have to get a certain passage certificate. This whole house is called a house that makes you crazy, because you just run from one station to the next and they send you to the next place, and you just go crazy by searching for the right place.
Oh, finally arrived.
I think it's manageable alone, but it's really hard to find alone the right place to go to the reception. Some of the doctors actually spoke English, so that was a bit easier. The doctors I felt were really competent, so you don't have really to be scared about that. They did a good job treating me. It's definitely an alternative to being sick to go to a Chinese hospital. If you can, bring a translator, or at least find the words that you were searching for in Chinese and write it down somewhere. If you know what you have, you might just want to skip the doctor, because anything you want to have from the drugstore you can actually get without the legal matters. In China they are not so strict, which means you can get antibiotics and stomach ulcer medication, everything. It's not an invitation to skip the doctor, because you can get a lot of troubles with that in the end. But if it's minor problems and you think you know the course, you can go to the drugstore directly. It's not so expensive, but for example, if you have an insurance at home, you need to get the prescription, otherwise you can't hand in the documents and get the money back. Another thing I wanted to talk about, even though it's not really what I'm interested in. I normally don't use a lot of makeup and explain my silly face. We had a nice experience with a Chinese wedding. We got married. Fake. I lost my mascara because things in China disappear. I don't know how. We lost 3 towels and stuff. And we went to buy a mascara. Apparently it's not that easy to get a cheap Chinese mascara. So I went to the drugstore. It's called Watson's. You get a member card and then you get presents every time you go there. Chinese people love presents. This mascara was actually the same price as a Western product. I got this 1,000 yen lipstick for free with my mascara. I just gonna unwrap them in front of the camera because I heard people do these kind of things. So here we are. Pretty shaped. This can only go wrong. By the way, this is the face a woman makes when she puts on mascara. I thought it would go wrong. Probably I will never do this in front of the camera again because it feels really awkward. There are ladies out there who love to make makeup in front of the camera. I'm normally not one of them. So here we go. I'm ready to go out somewhere. If you have any questions about living in China, or if you want to request any things I should check out here because you're interested of traveling here, write in the doobly-doos. I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.